Hey, Ripple Maker, can we please stop with the fake it till you make it advice already? Because here's what nobody talks about. That advice is actually keeping you stuck in imposter syndrome mode, which you can check out my previous video where I talk about 4 signs of imposter syndrome keeping you stuck. Look, I get it. When you're starting out or launching something new, there's this pressure to seem like you've got it all figured out. Like you need to be the polished expert from day one. But here's the thing. That advice, it's creating more problems than solving it. Quick intro if we haven't met. I'm Janik, founder and creative leadership consultant at Ripple Effect Leadership. I help solo business owners lead with more clarity and confidence without all the pressure, build authentic businesses that actually reflect who they are, and most importantly, remind you that you are a kick-ass leader. Okay, so personal story for you. I used to fake confidence by telling myself self-leadership is for everyone instead of getting clear on who I actually serve. I thought if I just acted like I could help anyone and everyone, I'd seem more credible and confident. But here's the thing, not everyone cares about how they lead themselves or actually take the steps to lead themselves better when building their business. And pretending otherwise wasn't confidence. It was just me avoiding the hard work of really understanding my strengths and my people and my community. And you know what? That whole everyone is my ideal client thing was just me faking it. I was trying to be everything to everyone instead of owning what I actually knew and who I could genuinely help. And it kept me stuck for a few years actually and spinning my wheels. The real confidence came when I started getting specific about who I serve and why I'm the right person to help them. So here's what actually works when you're building something real. It's what I call own it while you grow it. I'm sharing 5 hacks to help you build authentic confidence instead of faking your way through. Okay, hack number 1, start with what you actually know. Even if it's just 10% more than your ideal client, that 10% is valuable. Own it. You don't need to be 10 years ahead of your clients, just a few steps ahead is enough. If you're helping someone get unstuck on a project, you don't need to be the productivity guru who never procrastinates, right? It's unrealistic. That thing you figured out last month, that breakthrough you had, someone else is struggling with that exact thing. Here's what I learned when I went through this exact challenge is way more powerful than saying, I'm an expert. Your recent wins are actually more relatable than decades of experience. Hack number 2, focus on your natural strengths first. What comes naturally to you that others struggle with? What do people always ask you for help with? That's probably a natural strength. And what feels easy to you but seems to trip others up, that's your zone. My suggestion is to stop trying to be good at everything and double down on what you're naturally wired for as a starting point. Once you're feeling comfortable with this skill or service, then add another one. It's all about layering our skills, one skill and layer at a time and over time. I made this mistake years ago and was trying to be good at everything for Ripple Effect Leadership, all the social media apps, all the tech, all the marketing strategies. I was spreading myself too thin. And that wasn't good for me and my business. And you know what? I was miserable because I was constantly working against my natural strengths instead of leaning into them. For me, my natural strengths are organization and leading programs and events. People have been telling me for years, Janik, you are so organized. And I've always been drawn to creating and facilitating experiences for people, like my online multi-day event, the Ripple Reset, which I'm going to be running now 3 times a year, so stay tuned for that, plus my in-person workshops, my online webinars, conferences, you name it. So instead of trying to master everything, I focused on what energized me, and that was helping people get organized and creating meaningful experiences where they can grow. And I think we forget that our own strengths don't feel like a big deal to us because they're easy, but they're not easy for everyone. And I think that's a really great reminder. Build your business around what energizes you, not what you think you should be doing. We're going to stop shoulding ourselves, okay? Hack number 3, tell stories about your mistakes. This shows you're human and relatable. People connect with real experiences, not perfect facades. Your worst business day might be actually what someone needs to hear to feel less alone. Mistakes make us relatable. Perfection makes us intimidating. Like the time I was hosting a webinar and 115 people registered, but only 2 showed up. Why? Because I only sent the Zoom link to 2 people because I effed up my email sequence. I was gutted. But you know what? I turned that experience into an Instagram reel and a blog post that really resonated with people. People want to know that we face real challenges, not just that everything is smooth sailing. Your challenge stories often teach more than your success stories. When you share what went wrong, people trust you more with what's going right. It's not about dwelling on failures, it's about showing how we bounce back. Hack number 4, be transparent about your experience level. Try saying, here's what I know so far, instead of pretending to have all the answers. Look, there's a huge difference between being confident and acting like you know everything. When you say, in my experience, that's honest. When you say, this is the only way, that's like fake expert talk. Admitting what you don't know actually makes people trust what you do know more. Try shifting your language to things like, I'm still figuring this out, but here's what's working for me, or what I've learned so far, or based on my experience. Catch my drift? This kind of honesty makes you approachable instead of intimidating. People don't want to work with someone who acts like they've never struggled with anything. Transparency builds trust. Hack number 5, collaborate with others instead of going solo. So leveraging collective knowledge, so to speak. You don't have to know everything if you know the right people to ask. Just because you're a solo business owner doesn't mean you have to know everything solo. Build what I like to call your A team of awesomeness. People in your community who complement your skills and the work that you do and support each other's goals. For me, collaboration looks like Instagram lives with other solo business owners, swapping opportunities to speak in front of each other's communities, inviting guest speakers to my events. I've done all of these. When you collaborate like this, you're not just sharing knowledge, you're supporting each other's milestones and celebrating wins together. This kind of community collaboration is way better than trying to figure everything out alone. Then your network becomes your support system, your knowledge base, and your momentum builders all rolled into one. It's actually leadership to know when to bring in the right person or partner up with someone who has what your community needs. So there you have it, Ripple Makers, 5 ways to ditch the fake it till you make it BS and start building authentic confidence instead. Remember, you don't need to pretend to be someone else to be successful. Your real experience, your honest story, your actual knowledge, that's what people connect with. So I want you to stop waiting for permission to own what you already know. You're ready to lead from where you are right now and to lead your business and your community and your clients. If this video resonated with you, please hit that like button. It really helps me grow this channel. And if you're not already subscribed, tap that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of our real talk self-leadership conversations here. Peace out, Ripple Makers, and I'll see you on the next video.